again, the major race is over. But the race for Bucharest begins. From a 0-2 group, leave it to FaZe Clan to do something nobody's done before, and that'll be kind of their tale and their attempt here today.
I mean, their practice, they've been trying their hearts out, preparing as much as they possibly can. You know, they're ready to play CS. And the question is how do their travel day go, I think, essentially, and how much are they able to leave behind, compartmentalized when it comes to that loss. Well, Frozen goes down right away. He's been a hero for FaZe Clan, I'd say. And down to 4. Here comes the lower walk up. The rotations are already in place, though. Very good rotation.
Yeah, and a clean one from Headtrick. Then the Dark player activates. Zero Fix coming through to cut down the numbers. Dolly and Captain Kurtka barely alive in this situation, so Brokey catching another kill, grabbing a USP, and looking for the bomb plant, but the Berettas ready to roll. And those Berettas better come up big, I was going to say, because your other player is still such low HP, but all's good for Inner Circle and their Nuke. Cross for Twists into Secret. Goes unnoticed, and he's going to have a raw challenge sitting in front of him. Oh, but he loses it out to Headtrick. He's able to fall back as we get this ramp play coming through instead. Flashbang's got Zero Fix looking into the wall. And he's going to strike from above. Nice snap down. Triple kill for Zero Fix. And that is what you love to see for Inner Circle's first challenge versus the gun round of FaZe Clan. And, you know, Zero Fix, gotta say, at times yesterday felt like he was kind of out of his depth in some of those clutches. We saw kind of like an awkward little split-second decision that's going to cost you in a 1v1, and it's nice to see him have a big moment early on.
So, here we are again on Nuke, obviously. But now that I think they've got a Nuke official out of the way, I think this is where if they practiced it a ton, they probably learned a lot yesterday.
I'd love to see the evolution of Inner Circle once we get over to the T side, because it felt like that's where our criticisms really fell on them. You know, their inability to kind of scale with outer control. That's kind of what cost them some moments. Twists, Tech 9, and Kerrigan's Desert Eagle suddenly find a little life in this 2 versus 5. That was looking like an excellent round from Inner Circle. They kept the pressure on the smoke very high. And now, in this one, it's Zero Fix to recover the little bit of HP Twists had over. Kerrigan, who is coming off his career highest rating yesterday versus Connor, Big.
He's got 7 bullets and no reload.
Well, unfortunately for Kerrigan, he doesn't get another shot. And Zero Fix is feasting on the energy.
And the setup was fine on how they executed, but they just struggled to be fundamentally sound in the default. So that's the improvement we're looking for today.
Nice approach, Brokey.
Yeah, I mean,
head-to-head op duel. Headtrick passive on the angle. Thought he would get the jump on the peak, but no, sir. Over the box goes Brokey.
That's
into
kind
the
of
5v4.
Yeah, and that's kind of the perfect example of, like, you know, a team that's not comfortable on the map and what can happen.
Devil's in the details.
Very much.
And Brokey the kind of guy that might dance with the devil on a Saturday by choice.
I think if he struck up a good deal, they would have made the major.
Okay. Oh, it hurts, man. It hurts, but hey, that's Counter-Strike in 2026. Captain Kurtka still looking for duels outside. He finds that frag on Brokey, so double kill from him. And we still go 2v2. Drop into the back of the site. Awkward by Dawi on the reload. Unfortunate there that the A1S goes dry. So here we go, Zero Fix. I was critical of his clutch abilities yesterday. Let's see this one in a 1v2. It's Kerrigan up first. Frozen tucked inside of the hut, so he will find 2 separate 1v1s. And he gets the first one without taking any damage. This is good stuff. Zero Fix gonna tap that bomb and try to get this Frozen reaction. He's sticking it, and that is much better. No hesitation, no fumbling of the clutch. Zero Fix off to the races today. Ooh, fast moves here from Jacob as he's already over top of main. 5v4 for FaZe Clan. Man advantage did not net them a round win a round ago, but this one was very quick to the execute, and now we've got Brokey down in stairs, escorted by Twists. We've already seen a clean scramble in the pistol from Inner Circle downstairs. And right now, they're just kind of lingering inside of main. So not as quick to it if FaZe Clan decide to just evolve slowly towards lower. But they pause outside, and now the angles have opened up for Inner Circle yet again. Kill back is good. Challenge for Frozen gets picked up by FaZe. And then we get ZeroFix, who does not go down easily. As all of a sudden, all three CTs still on this upper floor. That lower drop never happened, and the threat comes back to main, but you're just giving a duel over the player in the rafters. Onyx chucking the nade out as ZeroFix continues to rack up impact. Frozen's attempt to come through gets denied, and we've got Twist's 2 kills into this 1 versus 3 already. So does Headtrick have the clutch in the tank?
This is interesting. I mean, he's a little bit late to come in a mini, but it's a fake plant, and Twist is worried about Heaven. With no peek coming out of Heaven right away, Twist is going to be on high alert. He's low. He could actually just die to pistols if he's not careful. Another fake, and Headtrick's not poking out just yet. Oh, and now it just has to be planted. So Headtrick is definitely going to walk up into this.
Headtrick makes it over to Squeaky. Now playing in the open floor. Twists. We'll see how much of this he clears as he tucks into the box. Headtrick is 100% going to figure this out. It has to be back box.
Yeah.
And so he's going to take this peek into it. Oh, headshot for Twists. Triple kill for Twists in the 1v3. And that is the way FaZe find their first.
I feel like just repackaging your emotions and being able to like put them in different boxes and move on is one of the skills you have to have if you want to compete at this level.
Captain Kurtka opens up v Jacob. Twists already crossed to red. And Kerrigan's also going to try to draw attention. Dowie doesn't bite on that at all.
But they've got a bit of a bait going on.
Hopper blinded. ZeroFix loses his support. Still wins the duel and gets into the cover to dodge Brokey's opshot launch. Dowie as he activates, getting back around into the lobby. And on top of that, Onyx already got both kills by the time Dowie gets there. The slowest burn flank you could have asked for. And the Deagle headshots back-to-back out of Onyx instead, who was just trying to serve up as a split in that pinch. Instead, now Twist, who has had positioning over towards Secret this entire round. The round absolutely fizzles out for FaZe Clan. And they had their chances to get into that ramp play, but ZeroFix again. Rock-solid defense, 10-2 so far this half. Inner Circle respond instantly after FaZe Clan's first.
They couldn't take out the rifler 1-for-1, and then they had to go back to upper, which was obviously always going to lose.
We got a scout out on Kerrigan, AK for Twists, pistols on the rest. And that scout will find tags. Damn, okay. Kerrigan playing freed up, finds damage on Headtrick after finishing Captain Kurtka. And Twist's AK now activating as Brokey's got his hands on that Kerrigan scout. So this is kind of one of those carefree moments. FaZe Clan just go flying outside, find their contact, find their fights, try to keep this one simple. They're going to threaten this A site as we get this vent tuck from Onyx. Looking to clear its Twist. He goes down, and that's 2 other players confirmed. Off to peek into it, and that is Jacob's headshot collected. So pressure now on ZeroFix for another clutch. He'll deny the bomb plant instantly and close out. ZeroFix today is looking like a whole other beast.
Yeah, he's lapping it up, man. I love that. He's having an incredibly impactful and productive map here.
Really kicking them while they're down, huh? Yeah. I mean, hey, that's the brutality that is the situation. Inner Circle absolutely fighting for this one. If the Nuke challenge was meant to be a walk in the park for FaZe Clan after what they saw yesterday, if they saw what Inner Circle, actually they didn't see that game yesterday. Let's be real. They had they had something else on their plate.
Yeah, they had something big on it.
Circle for the 8-1 CT side. All you got to do is put this 5v2 to bed. But Kerrigan brings it back with 1.
Yeah, and ideally you don't lose any more players, and then you're crushing this half. So we'll see how that goes. Onyx in a strong spot for 1. Kerrigan, does he clear it? No.
Brokey will find the trade. and an open route downstairs. So he thinks. Vent player trying to scramble down to the double doors to stop this plant, to stop this clutch attempt.
They will open this door. They have 2 players here. They even made this if they wanted to.
Ooh. Good on Brokey. Giving himself the challenge, giving himself a real chance to plant. And as he tries to get off of the bomb site, that is when he falls to head trick. So that's the 8-1 inner circle CT side coming together beautifully.
This VRS gives you a great net when you're in the invites because you're just like constantly getting invites, even if you're not playing that well. But once you fall through that, it's just it's a horrible looking grind. I mean, it's the kind of grind that just makes you, you know, you might be jealous of pro players and the lifestyle that they get to live, but not when you're like rank 100.
Bomb plant comes through for FaZe at least, but with it, Twist is dead, so his 1 kill gets that bomb down. We've still got players upstairs, and that drop off of main from Jacob should have been heard by Captain Kirka. That's 2 players confirmed not towards the bomb site. But what are you going to do about this inner circle? Wait for the ramp retake to get into position. That's going to activate head trick to start moving forward. Bomb planted behind the site silo. The only person who can actually stop this defuse is Brokey. If it's not Brokey, this bomb is not getting covered. And now that he's dead to the single door, smoke on top of it, we're going to get inner circle sticking inside of the smoke. Oh, he does get cleared. Frozen out through double door, and that's all they need. 1 person to dive the bomb site. It's crazy that with another CT towards double, he was able to get out into the bomb site like that, but a fast scramble out of Frozen is what gets a 2nd round to FaZe Clan's scoreboard.
I mean, on the other side, Metric's got an up, but they're also suffering a little bit. Maybe this is a real chance for FaZe.
Gonna try to simplify.
Good nade.
Frag grenade sets up the FOMUS for an easy alley-oop. Zero fix. Quad kill. You know he's gonna scream. Lets him know. And that is the 9-2. 16-3.
And they really all in that, you know, just ramp rush. Let's see what happens.
It feels tired.
It's good. Could this be the first time a team has to do 2 exit interviews 2 days in a row?
Probably. Yeah. I mean, it's the first time I've ever seen a team in, what, almost 10 years of casting start an event 0-2.
Yeah.
It is an unfortunate first that we have on our hands today. No exit out of the hut. A total stompage of the T side here for FaZe Clan. They go up against an inner circle who yesterday couldn't even contend with Legacy, but that struggle really began on the T side. So we'll see if inner circle's T side.
You don't have the emotions, I feel like, to put into pulling out the win. And yeah, now I think this is where even, you know, real damage can be done.
There's a genuine.
Some might say that's
hangover.
good, though. A lot of people are just like, you know, this needs to end in the first place. Some people, you know, are arguing that this needed to end before.
Sure.
So, and yeah, pistol kind of solves all the problems for here for inner circle. So there's the first kill.
Trying to set up for the main split. Brokey's going to have his hands full with Dawi dropping down on him. Jacob collects 2, and wow, Brokey actually puts a bullet to the back of the head. Dawi flies over top. And head trick activating in from main, looking to tether off of Zero Fix. It gets put down. It's FaZe Clan CT side starting with a pistol at least.
So absolutely gives him a chance. No bomb plant, but still a buy.
Well placed nade, softens up 4, and it's an all-in on Frozen, who's got 2, at least to his name. M4 retrieved, challenge out of hell, and Brokey and Jacob quick to the scene to stop inner circle in their tracks. That's FaZe Clan doubling the rounds off of the pistol, and the first conversion. Now a save comes out of inner circle. Captain Kirka was successful in creating space at least, and we've seen some decent rounds from him already. Right now he occupies outside alone. It's going to be ramp instead that inner circle want to take a swing at. Oh, that's awkward. Looks like Zero Fix kind of ate his own flash for a second. At least Head Trick gets the trade back. And a quick challenge from Dawi into hell. We'll see nobody else is here. So now a bit of map control for inner circle. They would have heard Frozen drop from heaven into the back of A site.
But then they kind of get stuck in rotations. They have a good amount of map control, but they can't really help each other out as easily. That's a sacrifice they have to make. And this one goes towards lower. This one's going to be on Brokey.
Line Plants his shot as he re-engages. Fast move in the rafters here as they try to just take over the site. Door opens and Headtrick takes a tag. Broky's gonna follow up, 3 for 3 on the shots. And he's also just got this position to hang on to. Concerned that maybe they'd come over the control panel. We're gonna get this, walk towards bomb. Dolby trying to find an angle to best Broky, but he is rock solid for the B defense. And FaZe Clan's CT side is starting to give them a bit of a lifeline here on Nuke. Inner Circle struggling in the first gun round to get what they wanted. Ramp was costly. They didn't scale towards heaven again. They're going to know about it with the Molotov popping down there, so there's no secrets here for Inner Circle. FaZe Clan pressed up against red as Captain Kurtka looks to do his thing alone versus Kerrigan and Twists. The rest of the T's had escorted him here, but this reload, he's going to get jumped on by Kerrigan. That's an opening kill here for FaZe Clan as we see Inner Circle sent back to the lobby where there is a push from Jacob. That's a great way for Inner Circle to try to get this equalizing kill. Sure, Zero Fix has been downstairs since the get-go, but nobody's been able to join up with him just yet.
They're going to need to make something happen soon, and they don't really have information. Oh, there's the trade. Oh, Kerrigan takes out Zero Fix. Now might be tempting to go upstairs just while he's down in the vent.
This remains tucked in.
The heaven wrap.
Decides to activate. And as he does, he meets 3 Inner Circle players. Here's the challenge from Kerrigan, trying to stop them from getting into heaven with ease, but you've still got an op, which misses, and the bomb's now dropped back sight. Onyx gonna get away with this plant unless Frozen can dive it. As Headtrick, he goes down, and Kerrigan's starting to collect, but we've got Onyx 1 headshot away from Inner Circle's 11th. Huge health advantage here for Finn. 3 kills in already. And Onyx just trying to get the jump on him.
Oh,
as
but
Kerrigan
he's not going
gets
behind the
closer
box.
and closer, Onyx tries to snap that shot over. Kerrigan a quad kill, and that is going to be FaZe Clan now 2 rounds away from tying up Nuke.
They're doing a better job of keeping an inventory of what's happening on the map.
Pushed into the vent preemptively. Yeah, not going to get away with that twice. Good reposition here from Twists. Makes the first kill easy. Still yet to see a single mistake out of FaZe on the CT side, but a Dawi entry onto Broky fast is going to put this B side under threat, and ultimately Inner Circle still so close to victory that they can just simplify things. This straight up rush down into the B site. We'll see if Dark gets cleared. For now, you've just allowed Frozen to lock in. It looks like Captain Kirk was worried about this, and yeah, he's going to find his. Man advantage secured in the post plant off of a Broky death towards ramp. It's a fast move from Inner Circle. They're going to leave no chance for FaZe Clan to get their hands back on this, you'd think. Twists blindsided by that second layer on the double doors, and Jacob already down at half health in a 1v3 as Inner Circle, after struggling to get their openings, find a 4v5 simplified ramp rush, and it could have been enough. The layering there on the back of the site's going to secure it to survive for Inner Circle as the drought of rounds comes to an end, and they will be 2 away from victory.
The smoke is poofy enough he can get through it.
Ooh, could still walk right into Kerrigan, though.
Yeah.
See how ready he is for somebody in this deep corner. Not at all. Way more concerned about main, especially as Twist is kind of just popping up the smoke, chucking out utility. Another 4v5 attempt goes towards the ramp, and Frozen traded out, at least able to get 1 this time around. Dawi also down to the half HP. Now, we've seen Heaven Wraps underutilized by Inner Circle. They have a chance to threaten it yet again, but they smoke off Hell for a moment, and Headtrick confirms 2 players challenging him outside. That should get the T's through that smoke. They do silently activate on Hell, and they're going to find this backstab moment onto Kerrigan, but now where do they evolve towards? You've got 2 players downstairs on FaZe at the moment. Not that Inner Circle know this, but honestly, A-Site looking primed for the taking otherwise.
Yeah, Jacob's just got to talk. This is an excellent molly to buy them even more time to hit the upper side. Gato is doing bomb plant, just going to come down, and Headtrick still watching Secret.
You can keep one up in heaven, but Dawi opts to go wide into the rafters. No trade as Jacob jumps back around, and Broky's going to start clearing out the players from outer. We go 1v1 for Onyx again, this time full HP for his clutch attempt. He dodges the flames as Broky cannot afford to miss this shot. Op the AK. And Onyx just sits in the middle of that site for now.
I think he's, he almost got the chance, but Onyx didn't bite.
Pistols out, Onyx swings, and that's going to stuff Broky. Into the grave he goes as Inner Circle take 1 more.
the bigger the gap, the more confidence I think they have to actually close this game. So, you know, they're probably a little bit tense about making it happen now. However, nice shot from Brokey. And they've locked down what was supposed to be a lower split.
Yeah, Kerrigan catching the secret play as well. That's big. 5v3 all the more comfortable. Another raw duel for Jacob. He finds his, and this round just fizzles out for Inner Circle. No real chance, no real explosiveness to it. Just 3 separate engagements with no real trade potential, and each and every one of them get picked up by FaZe Clan. Trying to go back into that ramp play early. They're going to dive through that Molotov. Frozen, it's awkward now. And there's a lot of bodies coming at this jump over top. The hell support on the scene, but already Onyx just guns him down. And what we've seen Inner Circle break through with was that faster beat play, so for them to tap back into it now could be the end of FaZe Clan on Nuke. Dawi collects on Twists, the only player to drop a body so far for the FaZe Clan. Jacob and Brokey in a 2 versus 4. The Opper misses, and Jacob given no chance. An electric close out of Inner Circle as they decide to simplify and just rush down that B site. The rock-solid 10-round CT half sets up Inner Circle to succeed, and even the smallest improvement in their T side today.
You want to keep that mood low if possible. So let's see if they can pull it off. They start here on T side Mirage.
Kerrigan into the apartments, about to face a whole lot of Inner Circle players. He's got support and Frozen, hard dedicated to the corner on the site. Dawi to lead the charge. Glock flies downwards. Twists also here for the crossfire, so they do bite on Kerrigan's bait. And then the CTs activate. Clean headshots coming through for Russell, and it's a close out of Frozen. So pieces in position here for FaZe. No plant, but a plan. Tech9's into connector? No. They want this mid-window challenge. And they find Frozen's head, spamming away with the Tech9s. Desert Eagle from Zero Fix. Oof. Luckily here for FaZe Clan, that Brokey lineup's got 2 players and the third on Captain Kurt, who just tries to jump across the site. Kerrigan's M4 roars towards Zero Fix. And so, yes, you've done some damage. You've got a bomb plant, and you've got Head Trick in still a 1v2. But Brokey's going to get the 4 kills this round to make sure FaZe don't end up with egg on their face. It is the 2-0 start for the CTs.
They're ready to walk this one out. Oh, flash is good. Jacob missed that, it looks like, and he's dead. He's dead as a solo A anchor.
Twist's half health inside connector is good for a couple. Brokey even catching the headshot back on him. But as we get Onyx moving over top of the stairs, Kerrigan cuts that one down. Flusters Zero Fix. Forced to eventually move. Stop shot. Zero Fix in for the
Still
bomb
gotta
plant.
Be dead, right?
Spam him down. No. Let the bomb go down. That's money made by Zero Fix. And yes, he'll die, but at least able to recover that bomb and get away with something.
Might be troublesome for Jacob if he's not careful. Oh, it peaked too early. He has the bomb, though. Oh. Treat yourself to a bomb plant. I would definitely recommend doing that sooner rather than later. I don't know. Why is everyone too afraid to tell him is the other question.
Bomb has been planted.
Ooh, they're building a connection towards CT. They took some risks here, but now they have a very strong spot to hold. Oh, however, Zero Fix goes too deep. It's not the best moment here for Inner Circle. Like, look at what happens if they had planted this bomb sooner. Oh, that's pretty huge. Jacob, I think, in his mind, has had a lot of vision. Okay, there's Brody watching it just in case. And this is the most players that they've had in A to stop a split so far, FaZe Clan.
Trying to throw bodies at the problem. Entries found. A little awkward on the drop there from Dawi, so Frozen free kill in that regard. But the trade frag's efficient. Inner Circle this time, challenging into CT with a couple. No, separate 1v1s for Kerrigan. He's not able to get the player in the backdrop as the flash makes it hard for him, and all we've got now for FaZe Clan is this Brokey cat angle. So 7 rounds into this T-side, and Inner Circle able to muster together the all-in A-hit, emphasizing Palace, trickling down into the player towards Ticket. You know, Frozen, it's like an awkward flash, kind of gets him off of his angle, can't fully commit to the mow down, and within that, Inner Circle are able to seize the bomb site. And I think this could be a symptom of FaZe Clan. We've seen it now, not necessarily playing bodies inside sight. Inner Circle identify it, exploit it, and they'll lose Onyx, but hey, it's 2 players alive, and finally, Inner Circle's first round. FaZe feeling frisky towards ramp. Take a look at it, pop that smoke open, see nothing's home. And we'll see Brokey calling for reinforcements as Kerrigan comes sprinting over with utility. Dawi finding an opening onto Jacob, though. You play inside that A site? Yeah, you get punished by it.
That was his own nade, and there was not actually anybody to fight that smoke.
Small mistakes, big openings. Inner Circle going to try to push through into twists. It's a one and done from the Canadian. And while we do still have this forward ramp control for FaZe Clan, it's been there since the get-go. It's going to be Kerrigan up next and traded effectively by Dawi. Now we know about Frozen's position on the Inner Circle side, and Onyx going to catch you through that smoke. A late activation through the ramp catches Frozen off guard. If the smoke fades ahead of the bomb carrier, you try to cross that, and Brokey's going to cut you down to size.
They know where he is, and this is an interesting spot for Dawi, because if he wants to go through the murder hole, he knows Brokey was just there, and Brokey doesn't hear a plant. He might turn around, and I don't know if this opportunity is really real, but Brokey is full committing to this. Is crazy that Dawi gets away with this. He knows exactly where Brokey was. Brokey is going to hear this plant, and he's like, I can't even believe he tried that. What's Dawi even watching right now? He thinks he rotated around through Cat. Just go ahead and plant, man. You've already done the job. And now he can get off to, I don't know.
He's figuring it out, Mo. He's in the process.
He's just going to stay in the site, all right?
Life is a work in process. Progress.
He's going to take this duel raw.
Yeah.
And
he lands the headshot. No questions, only answers. And it banks on a headshot, but he delivers it.
Yeah.
So Brokey, who's been lights out so far here on Mirage, 11-2, and opening up yet again. Op Impact is connecting here for FaZe Clan, and it's fueling a CT side challenge that Inner Circle have been able to find solutions for. When they go heavy in through the Palace and they find those players hard committed to the site, it's worked out well for them. They've got majority here. This is a strong rifle core for FaZe Clan inside A site. They walk up quietly. Jacob activates. He gets traded as Zero Fix comes through the Palace smoke. And that was going to be vision on twists confirmed. They know he's somewhere here in jungle. They'll keep that one covered. And they're going to plant for connector side, having just, but exposed. Brokey's there to punish. And he's in another clutch. 2 kills into the round. Him and Dawi both a part of this one again, but Dawi's brought reinforcements, and Captain Kurtka, they're still concerned about Ticket. And Brokey goes for the quick move into jungle instead.
You give them some space, they're going to start pushing, and that's exactly what they should be doing. They're still kind of worried about everything. Brokey might have a chance for a mistake. They get a little antsy sometimes.
Perfectly timed with the double swing.
Excellent.
Lethal decision here from Inner Circle to close out their third successful T-round win. Palace Pop could catch you open in the sight. The twists, good on him. Yeah, gets the kill in connector, turns it back over to the Palace play, and finds a 5v3, a more comfortable look for FaZe once they're back onto the rifles. Tetris challenge from Frozen goes well. Second player has slipped the net. Doesn't actually wind up getting the trade frag, so Frozen thriving at the moment. 2 kills into this one. And Head Trick, what can you do in a 1v5, brother? No bomb possession, CT swarming you, Molotovs in front of you. FaZe Clan still with some life left in this defensive half.
I guess it's round 11 now. He's got enough money to buy again. Maybe doesn't feel like he can escape, so let's push forward into the fight. And every second that ticks away, I don't know. Fedrick's getting out of this one alive. Quite tall enough to get rid of that right away, but eventually does. Don't think they're interested in a second op this round anyways. Brokey did not know that someone had pushed this far up, I don't think.
Ooh, clean lineup. Kerrigan.
What a 3K.
That's what we're talking about. 3K for Kerrigan. And an easy close towards this B site. Brokey gonna put 0 fix down. And ultimately, FaZe Clan walk away from the CT side of Mirage with a respectable scoreline. It's just obviously everything's so tainted with FaZe at the moment that even when they find success like this, we're all just kind of holding our breath to see, like, you know. And I think that's
right.
Very strong language. But obviously, his world does probably feel like it's crashing down around him.
Mm-hmm.
And in that way, there is a part of him that probably died yesterday. Not all of him, but a part of him.
Sure. Yeah. Might die right here, too, if he's not careful. But that bomb gets planted now, full test. Look at the lurk in place here for FaZe Clan. Inner Circle move fast. It's actually going to be a problem. Uh-oh.
Yeah, there it is.
Now
Zero
those teams
fix.
are going to be watched for sure.
Keeps it
They
clean.
gotta get
Kerrigan's just trying to buy time for this flank to still come through. Nobody is
They can
really
actually
checking the
stick,
back.
eh?
Now they are. They finally turn. Dawi whips around, kills Brokey. Bomb's already defused. And it's going to be a CT side kickoff here for Inner Circle. Remember, this is their map pick. They're up a map. FaZe Clan have given us reasons to doubt as of late. And this would be a great chance for Inner Circle to just tie this game up.
Yeah, you'd hope not. You know, we are watching this first half and going, 4 rounds. I mean, Inner Circle's T side, maybe not too bad.
Trying to keep it simple here to catch Captain Kirk off guard. He will get back into the cover, but that just cues up the Twist's wallbang. It's a lot of bodies confirmed outside of the ramp, but Inner Circle still thinking about middle first. Nobody home, not yet. It's a slow burn flank from Kerrigan through underpass, while everybody else on FaZe stalls out towards ramp.
Man, you still have Onyx over in B. Trying to play this carefully. Kerrigan will totally get spotted right now, and now the A players have to move. This also will pull Onyx. I mean, they gotta get this bomb planted, but no smoke, and they don't have CT control.
Good cover, at least.
Yeah.
Twist trying to keep the round alive. First with the wallbang, now with the bomb plant coverage. They're playing the open floor, signing up for these duels. Great double out of Frozen, but he gets mowed down in the 1v1. Onyx making the most of the lesser weapon. Inner Circle converts, despite FaZe Clan's best efforts. It's a costly one for Inner Circle with only a single player left. But we saw them survive similar spots back on map 1 as well.
Crosser's a little high here for Dawi, as we can see. FaZe really trying to puff their chest here with the low amount of utility they have. Using it late to walk in. Bomb's coming up, Cat. Oh my
shot,
goodness,
Jacob.
excellent shot.
It's going to get the utility instantly out of Onyx. Captain Kirka catching a bit of smoke spam on the crossover. FaZe trying to evacuate. They've got this jungle to they had the jungle to tether off of.
Oh, and Kirka gets another one. We're talking about 3v1 now. Twist with 60 HP. Genuinely a clutch they might need.
Stomping over is that MP9, so Twist knows damn well there's somebody close. They're going to jump into him and just end this with the flying MP9. Shout out Captain Kirka. 3 kills this round, and I think really catching that kill inside of jungle is huge. Also cutting off a player inside a connector versus Twist. It felt like that was never going to be the one that happened.
Oh, and a late connector smoke. That is pretty brutal. They wanted to move off of this.
Cat challenge confirms they're just on the other side of that.
Yeah.
And Zero Fix is just going to stay tucked in. Flanked, though, from jungle. Good move by Kerrigan to split this jungle hit. And then you've got Captain Kirka activating damage over towards connector. Headtrick still focused on that player, but it's inside sight that he collects one. 7 seconds. Brokey's going to need to go for this bomb plant. It's forced. And now Headtrick can just gun him down. No plant, no win. FaZe Clan fizzle out within that bomb site. That connector smoke at 35 seconds spells disaster for FaZe in terms of the scaling, the comfort to get up. You needed Kerrigan to come around through jungle. Everything got slowed down by Captain Kirka's kill. Will Tech9s be enough to break through? We've got tidbits of utility here for FaZe. They're just going to go into the A execute. This is going to be Captain Kirka under challenge. He chucks out his incendiary, but they're already well ahead of it. And Jacob's just looking to gun something down with the Tech9. We'll see what kind of a retake comes together for the CTs. A Zero Fix finds one through smoke. It is Dawi to catch another. Oh, and he denies the bomb plant even. Man. Felt like FaZe Clan were going to have something to stand on, like a retake was going to be needed. But now it's an act of desperation as they plant on this side of triple. Good headshot from Frozen as he grabs that M4. Onyx kind of welcoming a challenge there. A little too ambitious, maybe, a bit too excited. Tries to line up a fight and instead offers an opening back over to the FaZe Clan. 2v4 feeling real. As the gun's now empty, Dawi is dead, and Headtrick has afforded them a little more space as they get back into CT. Gets on bomb.
He's going to get spammed.
Frozen comes through.
Oh, he got it.
Oh, my God.
What?
Headtrick is unstoppable. Oh, he's throwing up the face.
He throws up the face.
Oh,
no. No way he throws up the face side.
No.
No.
That can't be real.
Oh, my goodness. They are kind of readying. It feels like another cat split. They know that Dawi will fight them. I think that's one thing they've seen. But do they want to run into this off? Who knows about the second?
Tries to mow down the second. Brokey could trade in at least. That's the bomb confirmed, however, on Brokey. Ooh, and Frozen, just a raw duel versus Captain Kirka inside A. They would love to come barreling up through this connector smoke. Thing is, that's their own smoke. Cause for concern momentarily. Headtrick on the jungle angles. Gonna gun down Jacob. No cross afforded. Bomb you know is still low, and now Frozen dead towards ramp. This is FaZe Clan running into the trap. They were looking to scale into an A site, but that Ops got something to say. Headtrick dominating in these last couple of rounds. Kerrigan surrounded, gets dinked and dealt with. Inner Circle's flawless CT run continues. No challenge for the mid control. Inner Circle's given that space up, but it leads them into Onyx. Frozen just trying to jump through smokes, unprepared for the player up in apps. Onyx, good headshot. No second as Kerrigan at least clears out sight. We do have a jungle threat here from Twists over towards A. That could make the rotation over for Inner Circle a bit awkward. Zero Fix dead real quick, and Twist getting the hell out of there. So it opens up the market challenge, but this is also an occupied spot by FaZe Clan.
Yeah, they're trying to protect all these choke points, but yeah, they need to protect Jacob first and foremost. And okay, this kill helps out a lot.
It's been a dire dry spell for FaZe Clan's T-side. Could have just come to an end. 8th round on this T-side, and FaZe Clan finally break through. It's just heavy numbers up middle, which was uncontested from the side of Inner Circle. They allowed a lot of that space to go down. They had even a 5v3 for a moment, but it's Kerrigan Who's the guy to bring us back?
I would actually be attempting this if I was Inner Circle. I'm definitely trying to punish exits because, yeah, like Jacob's going to go pick up the SOP. They keep 3 alive, which is nice for their money. Oh, okay. Well, they do get 1 of 2. 1 of 3.
Terrorists win.
But professionals every step of the way. Back to that A emphasis. Kerrigan's dead in underpass. It's an aggressive move from Headtrick, who has been lights out on this CT side, and that is what he has delivered round after round. Wallbang headshot onto Jacob. Captain Kurtka keeps himself alive. They stall towards Tetris, eating these flashbangs one after another. And Zero Fix going to be freed up, so he thought. Twists is able to creep in through connector. Still untraded by Dawi, but Captain Kurtka from inside A-site collects yet again. Twists falling into the crosshair of Dawi is going to offer over a clutch attempt to Brokey, but not one he really wants to have to try. He's got a bomb picked up at 56 HP versus 3 remaining Inner Circle members.
Oh, man, it looks like we're going to start writing up this obituary. Inner Circle, just another fantastic round. Headtrick, another fantastic round. And Brokey, yeah, this has got to be magical, but there's too many guys watching this. They've got this covered. It is series point now for Inner Circle. They are about to actually do the job.
And that really puts the future of this FaZe clan in a dire strait. Uncertainty is the only way you can describe it. And today we had hoped that maybe they'd give us one last hoorah, one wild Bucharest run. And Jacob and Kerrigan cut down to size inside of the A site. Bomb plant here in the 2 versus 2 as Inner Circle's B players will be tasked to try to close this. And as Brokey plants open, he will fall back into ramp, a strong post-plant position here for FaZe to at least try to survive the first of 3 match points.
That smoke was a little bit fresh. It's possible that they push towards CT, so they've got to slow down when they approach it. They're not going to see anybody in here. These 2 guys left, I think, are going to be the scariest threats. And Frozen can't win his duel. It comes down to Brokey again.
At least the bomb is planted on the front side of site. Dawi's low HP as well. Headtrick, though, this smoke, he's going to cover up the diffuser. Brokey's going to have to spray down 13 health on Dawi. That's like all it is, 13 HP, but that's the way it ends. Oh. Not with a bang, but with a whimper. The most entertaining team in Counter-Strike history, no longer fun to watch.
Terrorists win.